Hi, my name's Sophia. Welcome to this tarot love reading. Welcome to this community. So what I was getting was refocus. And that basically, that's what it is. Normally I get a few messages. So it's refocus your mind. And it was definitely about just that, your mind, your mindset. So I feel there's maybe a change of, or the universe, the planets, the portals, whatever is trying to get you to refocus on the correct way of getting onto your path. I had a, download, it's not really that, but anyway, about inner child. So I'm going to put a post about your inner child, do a little test with your inner child. So check that out. I'm going to put that in the Facebook group. David's coming round in a minute, so I don't know if it's going to be today. If not, in a couple of days, but I'm hoping to do it today. I like to do it when they tell me to do it, so I remember it's fresh in the mind. So okay, so let's see what the cards are talking about with refocus. I kind of know, which you kind of know, is about what refocus is, but it's to do with changing your attitude. Attitude, when people say attitude, to me it's like as if you're rude or something like that. It's not really that. I mean, you could be quiet and you need a bit of attitude, you need a bit of something, but it's changing your attitude. Could be about like your friends, they only ring you when they want money or when to go out, that kind of thing. Changing your attitude towards things, which is changing your mindset. It's about seeing things for what they really are, seeing things really clearly, like stuff like that. And also when it comes to your person, it's like, oh, sorry about the quality of the sound yesterday, it was lagging, wasn't it? It's about, like, even with your person, like, okay, they might have a third party, seeing it clearly. Well, obviously they don't really care about them. You're an empath. I'm talking to you, you're an empath. Most people on planet Earth, most people on planet Earth are empaths, right? Because it's emotions. But you're heightened, let's just say, you're empath. So if you see a picture of your person on Facebook and, they're standing next to the person, you know that when you look at your person, you can just melt and fall in love. Or when they look at you, they have that. Or you can see that you can read them and all that. If you look at a picture of your person on Facebook, this is probably only for one of you, they're not that gooey-eyed, they're not that reading them. You can see it's not heightened love connection, you can see it's just show. And that's why I'm saying about change your mindset, change your attitude about how you see things. I remember Angelina Jolie, she didn't go into it, Jolie, but she was saying about when she was younger, she done a lot of sex scenes, but when she got older and she matured, she's like, I stopped doing that because I really see it as cheating. It's acting, but you're literally semi-naked kissing someone on set. And that's what this is, changing your mindset to how you see things. Other people will just say, oh, it's only acting, it's not real. I'm like, my man lips ain't touching no other woman's lips. Nah. I don't care how much millions in the film. Nah. I would never date an actor. Never. Right? And I don't care. I don't care about the money. I wouldn't be having it. But that's what this is. Changing your mindset and seeing something. Like, that ain't real. That's fake. That's for show. It's for kids. It's on Facebook. The woman probably put the picture up there. Whatever this is, right? And then focusing back on you and the connection. All right, last one. All right, let's jump in. Let's see what's going on. The wake-up call. Oh, my gosh. The Five of Pentacles. Why does this... Well, I know why it comes out. I said, why is it coming out? They're like, you know why. Oh, interesting. I feel like... Actually, I was going to do a video, kind of pointless, saying it just to mission people, so I'll say it here. But I was going to say to mission people, I feel like this is a new round of twin flames. And if it's not new, it's at the beginning again which I've been saying this year is about restarting the cycle of the twin flames. And why I say that, because the Hierophant and High Priestess is in this reading. It's very rare for, you know, counterparts to come out in readings, let alone the twin flame counterpart to me. I don't feel, so it's like, oh, union, right, is here. I feel this is a start of a union of a twin flame again. That's what I feel with these two coming out. So, oh, and I was going to say to mission people, do they feel like their readings are like starting over? It's like the repeat of the old cycle of, like, my readings is like, I'm reading it like when I first was on my journey. I hope that makes sense. Maybe not. Judgment card, 5 of Pentacles, High Priestess. So the Judgment card, as I call, wake the fuck up. It's a wake up call to what you're doing. For you to come out of, I feel this is for you. You see the angel, this card, I got the artist to base it around the traditional Rider-Waite, which isn't the traditional, but anyway, most people know the traditional Rider-Waite cards. And class it as a traditional, it's not. With the angel and waking up these masculines naked, out of these rooted beliefs, it's something to do with sexual energy as well. It's to do with promiscuous as well. There's something to do with wow, I'm really feeling it with the masculines here. Some of them are waking up to feeling guilty of wanting someone else in their connection. Feeling like, I don't know, what would you call a male whore? That's what I'm getting, really hardcore. And you need to hear it. Because most women or most people with their persons cheating, you'll cheat, you just go out there and you're just fucking other women. This energy what I'm getting, it's waking both of you up. And like I said, I feel it's the core is your masculine, but I said you need to hear it. It's like as if your person's feeling guilty because they're not attractive sexually, don't want to have sex with this person they're with, but they have a kind of tie, contract, whatever. So they're feeling like promiscuous and they're feeling guilty because of that. But when you meet with your twin flame, and even if you're not with your twin flame, you know sex is going to be amazing. It's going to be, all the time. How many times you do it? I said to David, he's really fluffy, and I said to him, I feel like I'm addicted to you because I'm constantly touching him. I said, it's really weird. I've been with him for ages and I'm still touching him like the day I met him, right? And that's what this is. They have to find that connection that they can fulfill that masculine sexual, because they're naked is what I'm getting here, so it's sexual desires, heightened desires, because the twin flame, passion wands, the actual Ace of Wands is erect penis. That's what it stands for in tarot, as well as other things as well. And it's like recognizing that they want, I don't think they're getting that though. It's like, why do I want sexually to be fulfilled somewhere else? I'm feeling very guilty about it. Your person. And you just like, oh, they're a male whore. As I say to them, they go to someone, they're in a situation, and say it's a religion or tradition, or they just meet someone and they think, okay, I'm going to settle down with this person. And then they're like, this person, it fades. The sex ain't there. It's not this person. Then they go find someone else, and then they, after a while, it's not this person. But these people they connect with, hold them, spit out kids, tie them, want to get married to them, that kind of thing. So they move on. So it's not like, oh, I'm a player, this is your person. Oh, I'm just going to be with this one, and with this one, and with this. It's not like that at all. No one is like that. That's the films. You watch too much fucking television. No person is like that. They go with someone and like, if they could just say, listen, me and you done, I tried it and it didn't work out, and the feminine didn't emotionally tie, read the red flags, or accepted, let's just see how it goes. They never do. Women, men do it as well, but a lot of women just go into a relationship and they're like, this is my person, you know, we're just together and he's going to live with me and get married. Never take it slowly, see how it goes. So I'm getting with a judgment card. So there's a wake up to your person feeling very guilty. But then they meet you and sexually you pleasure them. You make them satisfied, right? Because you're supposed to, the sex relieves them, masculine, because they have a lot of stresses. You know that. Your twin flame, your person has 10 of wands, a lot of burdens. So for masculine, sexually, because they're heightened more sexually than women, that's a release to them. So that's what it's like, this rooted belief system, because the judgment card and the graves, they're coming out of the graves, is like a rooted belief system. You must just stay with this person because you're married. It's a tradition, dead and buried tradition, because you got kids and blah, blah. But like I said, I feel, because the men, and look, see bums, they're naked, right? It's like, but I'm in a rooted belief system in the grave, but God, I'm not connected to this person. It's kind of like that. Five of Pentacles is next to it. It's like the rooted, like I said, with a root, with a tree, there's roots to it. It's really rooted, thick. You can't pull out a tree. You have to cut that out. But I felt a deep sadness, a connect. But most feminines, it's like, they come to you and they have sex. They have sex 1, 2, 3 times, whatever in the day. I don't know, right? Could be more. And you're like, you're just here for sex. And I'm like, if they're attracted to you and they want to have a lot of sex with you, that's because they don't want to do it over there. They're not getting it over there. You think, oh, they're doing it here. They're doing it with this one. They're doing it with that one, right? And okay, there's situations where they feel they got to play the act, or they're over there, but if they could just cut that tie and come with you, they would. But not if you're going to be tie them to a situation where they are over there. There's a confusion energy tied to a situation which they're already in. They need to make sure that it's lasting. It doesn't just fade like the last connections, even though yours is more heightened sexually, but you can be more heightened sexually. Why am I getting sexual? It's twin flame. The two counterparts are here. The high priestess, that's you. So this is about, yeah, you understanding, because my high priestess, her dress is kind of like a web, and it's like a veil. I said to the artist, make it like a web, but it's a veil dress, because the high priestess in traditional, let's call it cards, has a veil, and it's a veil of illusion. And it's in front of it is 3D, and behind it, I think, is 5D. So it's a veil, it's a thin veil of illusion that you need to learn to see through. And that's what this is. You need to learn to see the web of deception by tapping within when you're with your person. That heightened love frequency with high priestess and the high Hierophant, right? High priest, high priestess, both these higher levels, that heightened connection, that twin flame connection, they don't have that, and you don't have that with anyone else. You don't. And that's what this is teaching you. I think it's not. So what is that then? What? Oh, the lesson for your person is that it's like as if your person's in a job and they're like, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be here. That's their lesson. Because I'm like, is it teaching them about sex? What's it teaching them? They said, no, it's teaching them that this is crap, this situation, this rooted belief system they're in. to cut it off with the tree, and it's teaching you about don't judge your person, the judgment card, on what situations that they're in, because of the energy I felt of your person. They're not happy there. It's not what they want to be. It's fake. It's not real. It's not real. But they're coming out of that. They're coming out of that. It's like the universe, the angels are saying there's nothing wrong to your person about you being heightened sexually, that you want to have sex a lot, something like that. Or you don't want sex with this person, but you want it with someone else. There's something like that. That's what I'm getting. Seven of Cups, Hierophant, High Priest, Emperor. So the Seven of Cups is like, yeah, like I said at the beginning of this reading, the Seven of Cups is choices. And they're casual, right? He's got a hoodie on, right? It's casual. That means he's casual with loads of people. And you might say, well, that's because he's promiscuous and he's a cheat. He's a fucking player. But like I said, the initial energy, the judgment card is waking them up. They're heightened sexually. Doesn't mean, right, it's like a woman. She may want to get married. Does that mean that you're going to go to this person and say, I want to get married to you, and then meet someone else and say, I want to get married to you, and meet loads of Seven of Cups, different men, and say you're going to get married to them? No, it's just that they're heightened sexually. This is this. And it's waking them up to why they're doing it. Because I feel a lot of guilt here. A lot of guilt of like, you keep, that you know, like there's something wrong with me. I just want loads of heightened sexually. I want loads of sex or something like that. I don't know, that's what I'm getting. Hierophant to the Five of Pentacles. Why is that here? That's a bit different. It's teaching them to love how they are, that they want to have loads of sex. Hey-ho. And what? That's what it is. And that's exactly what it is. And what? Yeah, and what? Hierophant to the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like as if the angels are teaching them, that's just find someone, come out of this rooted belief system, Five of Pentacles, that's leaving you out of the cold, with your staying to some kind of tradition or something, and just find someone where your twin flame, because a Hierophant has the twins, you see the twins, right? And it just, just be the two of you. Find someone who satisfies you sexually and just stay with the two of you, and then commit to that person, and that's your twin flame. That's what it's waking them kind of up to. The Emperor to the High Priestess. This is about you fighting for the connection and seeing through that veil of illusion and knowing the truth that it's your person. Because as I always say, apart the contract, I love the contract. It's so vast, it's so deep, it's so that you, not just twin flames, light workers, starseeds, Pleiadians, whatever you want to call yourself, right? The connection is, which you have the universe, is to teach people with the High Priestess about, you live on planet Earth, but connect with upstairs, because there's, vast entities, multi-dimensions that want to help you to live on the 3D, see through that veil of illusion. So once you're connected with going within, which is within is your truth, because the High Priestess is Goddess Truth, Goddess Taruth, which, Greek is, translation is truth. So she holds and she feels the truth regardless of the veil, right, of illusion, the illusion, Seven of Cups. Both of you have an illusion. Your person is like, am I a cheat? Seven of Cups. And your illusion is, are they cheating? Right? It's like, see through that and fight for your person. And it's teaching your person, no, you are heightened sexually, just do that with your twin flame. And it's all about getting into your masculine somehow. Well, not somehow, but getting into your masculine. It's like the angels are saying you're masculine to your person, man or woman, doesn't matter, right? Because you might be a man and your woman's quite heightened sexually, and it's like that's your masculine. That's what I'm getting. The angels are just saying you're just masculine. You're just heightened sexually masculine that way. Also with you, it's about you fighting for your connection, which is fighting for yourself, because that's what you want. You want this connection, but you do it the wrong way. You do it by going and getting that person, and telling them to come towards me to make me happy. Instead of you making you happy and doing it the 5D way, which is connecting upstairs and which is loving yourself. Let's see what else. The moon, what's hidden? Yeah, it's why lunar moon? I'll see if that comes back up. Queen of Wands, 5 of Wands, 6 of Swords. Other people, 5 of Wands. It's other people's belief systems, belief traditions. When I don't study anyone else, I'm at the best with David. And I tell him that all the time. And he says to me, yeah, I know. Right? And then when I don't bother about what other people, which I'm now at that point, I see him all the time. We go and do things. Everything's great. It's other people. And you think it's not. It's other people's beliefs, traditions, even if it's on a subconscious with the High Priestess between the veil of illusions here with 7 of Cups. That's why your person drinks, smokes as well, because they feel that heightened sex. So they like, I just numb it down, which doesn't really do. It makes them more sexually heightened, actually. But yeah, 5 of Wands. It's belief, traditions, actually people are stopping you from coming out of this Queen of... All the queens to me, in my readings, right? Each read differently. In my readings, the queens are not spiritual people. They are... I take that back. Because I don't want to say soulmates ain't spiritual people. I want to say that they're soulmates. That's how I class the queens in the tarot. So you're treating this connection as a soulmate, but you're twin flame with the Queen of Wands. You need to be the High Priestess, which is about living from your inside, living from your truth. Because inside, intuition, internal compass, read my book, right? All that kind of stuff is how I live. Literally, that's how I live. And it's, I can't explain it, but I remember David Icke said that, although there's still, I personally feel there's a bit more work he needs to do. But I remember years ago he said, when you live from your intuition, it's such a relief, and, you know, it's an amazing, I don't know, he speaks really wise, far more than my basic words, but it's like, it's an amazing experience living from your intuition. It's the game changer. And it is the game changer, because when you're in doubt, it's not even in doubt. I can't even say I doubt anything. Well, for example, this connection. When the beginning stages, the struggle, the battle, the third party that are, you know, he's not coming towards me, he's taking long, he's not replying. You connect upstairs. Am I a twin flame? Yep. You connect upstairs. Is this person my twin flame? Yep. Right? That's this. The inside always guides you. And that's how I always follow the inside. always. Even if I don't know and they don't answer me, I'm like, well, I'm not supposed to know. That's still an answer to me. It's a game changer. Like I said, the Queen of Wands here is you living like a soulmate. Soulmates don't really live like that. So there's 3D, 5D, the High Priestess, is about living on truth on this planet. And we are here to teach people, yes, you are 3D because you're living on planet Earth. But you have, like I say, multiverses and entities, right, to help you as well, 5D. It's downstairs, upstairs, let's just call it. So without them, it's nothing to do with, oh, let's not connect with soulmates. It's like, yeah, they teach us to be grounded, but we have to teach them. That's why we're light workers. It's no better. We're just here to teach them about upstairs. I don't know why. Okay, this is upstairs is heaven and we're living in hell. Bob Marley song, right? This is hell. This is concrete jungle. This is hell. So I get why the concept of, oh, we think we're better because we are the contract of from upstairs and upstairs is heaven, but it's not, because it just means we're here to teach people how to connect on multiverses of reality, to use that bridge way, the 4D, the pathway to connect upstairs. So how I live. So I let them guide me on this planet of the 3D so I can experience it more fully. That's what this is. That's what spiritual light workers and twin flames are here for. Not to say, yeah, we're light, we're better, we're godly because we're from upstairs. It's nothing to do with that. Yeah, I get it. Upstairs is pure, let's just call it. Downstairs is condensed. 3D is the most condensed planet ever, right? It has to be. It has to be so condensed so we experience it. So that's why it's so thick and dark, and that's why it can be taken over. And that's why all multiverses look out for it, because they knew there was that risk of that density planet, but it had to be so we could experience. But like I say, the soulmate here with the Queen of Wands is you're treating this connection, not getting to the higher, the Hierophant, the High Priestess of what this connection is here to teach you about. Hence this community. We teach you what it's about. You just want your person because you feel this heightened connection with someone, right? And you just want your person, Queen of Wands. And this is from other people's belief system, tree, rooted, deep rooted belief system of, if you love someone, they must be living with you. They must be, I don't know, you must have a kid. They must meet your family. They must meet your best friend, Sarah Louise, whatever, right? Deeply rooted belief system of other people, 5 of Wands. And they're passionately telling you that's how it should be. And I've been in that situation. You should just marry David. What? You should just marry David. What? I'm all right as I am, thanks. Nah. Just get married to him. What? They're all passionately, these people telling you their versions of what their rooted belief system is, which needs to is waking you up to it. Wake the fuck up of what this is. Your person, as we know, with the Hierophant, David is called, they call him Jesus. He looks like Jesus with his hair out. I should get him to do... Has he got his hair out in his... I think there's a chat video with his hair out. He looks like Jesus, and I love this card because it's Hierophant, High Priest, and that's the Twinflame counterpart. Plus, it kind of reminds me of David because that's his nickname to people, Jesus, with his hair out and his beard. But my point is that this is based, once again, did I say it with this one? Oh, and the Judgment card. The traditional Rider-Waite card with the twins, right? It's it's all relevant, which is connected with E equals square with Einstein relativity. Like I was saying, with the condense of this planet, it's relative. And this is relevant because the twins are in the High Priestess cards to connect with, which is the negative connotation of this card is traditions, religions, structures, the church, abuse here. A lot of masculines that I read, which I don't tell you because it's not my place to tell you, is abused at churches with a High Priestess when they visit church and stuff like that as a child. High Priestess. But this is about, as you know, this is why the High Priestess card is connected with your person, Twin Flame. That he has the key, and it's near his heart, and he has the two fingers. It's like just union of self, or love it, emotionally opening up to the person you want to be with. Your Twin Flame, right? And this is about, that's the key. He's holding the key, and the key is near his heart. And the twins represent other things, which I might do in a talk video in the Facebook group, because it's about equality. It's being feeling equal regardless of having a heightened sex drive. Because they feel, like I said with this judgment card, feel like, oh, I'm weird, I'm different, I'm an outcast, I'm a cheater, I keep being casual and then doing drugs and drinking because I've got this heightened sex drive. And, you know, am I gay, am I transsexual because I had abuse or something like that. There's all this which I'm getting with this reading. And it's like, no, just love yourself. It's just about your Twin Flame teaches you about this connection. But you don't. I don't know. I'm always saying your person teaches you, but you don't teach them anything. Because you're supposed to be just following your truth. And then they follow their truth. Their truth is they love you. We know this. The masculines kind of, their contract, which is not kind of, I know what the contract is. You kind of feel that it's about them really following their love, which is you. And that's correct. But it's like, but you don't follow yours. What is your contract then? Just to tell them? Come away from the third party? Just to flap your gums and tell them? Oh, you better heal yourself? What is your contract? What do you think that is? Just to do Reiki? Well, if that's the case, if it was, literally, question. If it was for you just to simply do Reiki acupuncture, sell some crystals, be a care assistant, be a nurse, be a counsellor, and all those things, why aren't all Twin Flames together? Put it in the comments, right? Put it in the comments in the Facebook. Put it in the comments on these channels. If it is that, so it isn't that, right? Because that is, like I said, it's relativity. Connected with 3D, with soulmates, with the Queen of Wands here. Soulmates can do that. Soulmates can, most soulmates are nurses. This is about higher connection, like healing yourself through connecting with higher realms of reality. I go outside and I feel like a Kentucky, and higher mind, no, that's devil food. That's devil food. If you're not connected with higher mind, it doesn't, that helps you as well, is what I'm trying to say. Like, you feel compelled, like, a lot of people are asleep. So let the soulmates deal with the asleep and let them go to the hospital, go to nurses and stuff like that. But you're also here to say, well, you don't need to. There is actually breathing techniques, which I don't talk about. I've got a video, I'll put it into the Facebook group, about getting you into your multiverses of reality, actually. Join the Facebook group. I put extra stuff in there. Instead of putting it New Earth community, Twin Flame community, I just put it all in one place. So there's two things I've got to remember to, well, you see, I ask them. I don't need no alarm clock. Wake me up. You test it. Say you have to get up at a certain time. Don't put your alarm on and ask them to wake you up at a certain time. I get up when I'm in the night and I'm chilling and I'm just going to bed. And I'm like, oh, I've got to blah, 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 blah. Phone the dentist, for example. Oh gosh, I can't be bothered to go and write it on a notepad, and stick it on the wall. That's what I do because I forget. So I write things down, put it up. And I'm like, oh, you lot remind me, and they remind me. This is teaching people how to do other things, like say health. You don't need to necessarily understanding that the doctors is a business, all sorts of things. But still, like dentists, sometimes a lot of dentists, they charge a lot of money and things like £2,000 for one tooth. Now, okay, I don't know the depths of it, but and they're always telling you to come back, always come back and do this. It's like you still need that plaque. Is there for a reason to protect it. You don't need to over clean it too much. But my point is, but you can't get around that. So we still need the 3D element. I know I'm going off track, but that's what this is about. The connection is vast. Just saying loving the inner child is not enough. And if it was, I'm sure a lot of you think you've connected with the inner child. Here, at the bottom of the High Priestess. It's like, yeah, the child is absolutely important because it's in the High Priestess card. But it's like I said, it's a web. There's loads of stuff, but you can get there. You can do it. Us in mission, we do it. So why can't you do it? Six of Swords is moving. You're staying stuck in heartbreak in your person. It's waking you up to, you're staying in the same heartbreak of my person must come towards me in a certain way. Your person comes towards you, right? Just chill with them and just do what you got to do. I don't know what to say. Your version of chill. That's all I do. It doesn't mean me and David don't do nothing. You lot know I'm going, in a couple of weeks, we're going to chill. Well, we're going to do some stuff in Brighton. Go up this tower and a couple of things for my birthday. Then we're going Lion King. We're going to mini golf, some VR, virtual reality experience. We always plan things we're going to do. And Six of Swords is about, like I said, it's my Six of Swords. Can you see? Three of Swords, Three of Swords. On both sides. It's like your side is heartbreak, their side is heartbreak. And this is connected with the third party, focusing too much on the cheating, the casual, the doing drugs. Too focused on that. And this is waking you up to know what the fucking connection is. It's a heightened connection. And also that's the polarities with the High Priestess, with the two pillars, the black and the white pillars in this High Priestess card, is about knowing about with such a high you get such a low. And this connection learns you to balance it out so you can live on this planet. Because you feel such a heightened connection until you understand how to balance. That's why balance is on top of the tree of life. It's about balancing out the 3D, the condensed, with the higher, the 3D and the 5D. And that's why that's your job, the High Priestess. We know what your person has to do, follow their heart, right? That's the key. But they can't follow their heart to you unless you are on your track, which is balance. This is seeing through the illusion, understanding really what the 5D is about. 5D ain't about crystals, acupuncture. That's 3D, right? That's what this is. Getting into the truth. And all you've got to do, if you're watching me, which I doubt tarot readers, counsellors, whatever, watch me, nurses. But if you are, happy days. It's asking yourself, which is asking them, because we're all that is, right? Connected upstairs. That's what I do. I just ask myself, which is, I know I'm asking them, but I say I ask myself. Like I said, I ask myself to wake me up at a certain time. If I forget something, I ask, and they always remind me, always. Not once they have never, to get up or whatever I say before I go to sleep, right? Ask yourself, what if you're a nurse, your counsellor doing Reiki acupuncture, ask yourself, which is asking them, is this part of my mission? With my twin flame contract, whatever you want to say, is this part of my mission? Ask them, is this my twin flame? Ask them, am I on track? And I guarantee you'll feel, because it's a feeling, energetic, like I said, E equals square, right? Einstein with energy, the equation of this planet, the science, the Six of Swords is the science in my card of moving past that. The portal that's opening, the moon, the emotions. I said about the moon, right? Okay, the unseen. All right, this is a bit deep. Ask them all the questions that you want to ask us, right? And I promise you, that's what this is. That's what this is. You ask them, is this your twin flame? Yes. Are you on track? They will say no. I don't know if they say no, but you'll know. You won't feel, oh yeah, wow, I'm actually on track. I promise you, ask them. I'll tell you what, my favourite word, well, it's not actually, but I say it enough times. Ask them, are you in mission? Do you need to collaborate? Are you supposed to be collaborating with others? Are you supposed to be single? Ask them all those questions, and then what you're supposed to do is collaborate, get counselling, work on yourself to find the answers. They tell you upstairs what's wrong, and then you find the answers. That's what this is, High Priestess. That's the truth. The Moon card is about the unseen. You're here to tell people to tap into the unseen. It's interesting because David was saying yesterday, it was like, before I met you, I used to think that all tarot readers and astrology was bullshit. Because one newspaper would say something different. He said, I can't figure out. Like a Libra star sign would say something different. And I said to him, well, first of all, I understand why you see that from that perspective because you didn't know astrology. And I said, and this is connected to this reading. I said, but first of all, we are all star signs. I don't know, when people say, oh, welcome Libra, oh, there's the King of Swords, there's you, and you're always logicating. I can see you're logicating. We're all star signs. It's as above, so below, right? The planets move around you to put out the star sign that's relevant to you. I'm more known, as you lot know me, if you're new here, do you think I sound like a Taurus or a Sagittarius? I'm loud. I said David all day long. He said someone told him that Libras can't get on with Sagittarius. I said, well, first of all, I got Sagittarius all day long. I'm loud and leery, right? And I said, in fact, like your ass, you're loud and leery. I said, so that's a contradicting with yourself because although I said, you fucking logicate. But you're still loud, you're leery, you're mad, you're out there like Sagittarius traits. My point is we're all star signs. Let me get back on because the moon card's over this reading. I said, so there's one element. So when someone's saying something, they could be pulling out another element within a reading. So when these tarot readers say, look, this is Scorpio traits, I'm like, but you already say, I say to David, go on to Taurus or Sagittarius if you want to know about yourself in astrology. I said, don't really look at Libra. I said, look at my star sign. It's the highest connection you're heightened with of love. It's astrology. That's what it is. And secondly, I do these reading to the collective. Who's watching me? That's my target. Then I've got mission. So I focus in to upstairs to tell me what's going on with mission people. Then the Facebook, I target in. That's why I say go to the Facebook reading. Because for people who's made that jump, so they're a little bit more energetically involved in mission. So I target them in there as well. I said, so that's why all tarot readings are different. Why I'm saying that is connected to the moon is the unseen, the esoteric. That's what you're here. The High Priestess is the unseen. She has the moon in the card. In fact, she has the moon on her feet. I think it's round her heart and on her head. In the traditional Rider-Waite card, she has 3 moons. And she has it on a crown, a crown as well, I think as well. It's about the illusion. It's about the unknown. It's about what's hidden, what's in the dark. the esoteric, the secret, as they call it, right? It was Rhonda Burns and Bob Prodica, The Secret, which is about the laws of the planet, all that, right? The 3D, the 5D, that's what you're here. Tell me how counselling and Reiki and acupuncture and crystals is all that. There's loads to it, the web, right? There's loads to it. Let's close this out because I can feel it's long, and it is. Solar plexus, Mars. This is about controlling your reality. This is Andromeda. Andromeda are the wisest of the wise, and I love that. I get connected in the Andromedans. I definitely do, because if you're if you're gifted enough to be connected with the Andromedans, you might say Palladians, starseeds, and all that kind of thing. You'll know, because they're like me. That's why I say I channel. They channel like how I channel, because they're blatant. They just tell you what it is. If you say, am I on track? They just know. They're not, oh, they're blessed child, don't worry, you will get there, it's a hard path. They're like, no, that's the Andromedans, right? And that's why I channel like that, because they're direct. They're actually in the Alien films. It's based around the Andromedans. I like Alien film because of that, but I don't like they chop off their head and they treat them bad. But yeah, it's based around the Andromedans. They're the wisest of the wise, and this is about like controlling your reality, personality, self-esteem, gut instincts, wisdom and power. I told you, Andromedans. That's what this is about. They don't fuck around there. And as I repeat, if you're judging me with a judgment card, you're judging me on how I channel, because I channel from the Andromedans, and that's how they are. They're blatant. They're like, look, you're fucking around. They don't swear, but you know, and that's obviously 3D, 5D. 3D is about swearing. That's what they are. They're straight to the point, direct. And this is what this is about, teaching you why you're here and to get into your heart space. Look at that heart. This planet is about the heart, to experience your pleasure, your love from the heart space. But you're confused with the inner child. Look, it's at the bottom. It's like, I've done the inner child. It's like, but that's the importance of this. Fulfilling your inner child. Like David said, let's go mini golf. I don't know about golf. I don't really want to do this. And you know those virtual reality goggles? He's got one of them, and he wants to go and do in a place where you fight people with guns with the virtual reality. Now, that obviously is connecting to his inner child, and I thought, okay, it'd be fun, mini golf and going to do that. It's because and plus he's coming to me to the Lion King. That's what this is. Connecting with your inner child, not just, I don't know what other people do with the inner child. Let's close this out. This is a long one. I don't like them too long, because I don't think you lot watches them too long. But there's a lot going on in this reading. I have to say what I have to say. That's why I don't care about subscribers or likes, or it's not that I don't care, like put thumbs down. That's negative on you. Why the fuck would someone put a thumbs down on a reading? And on a spiritual person as well. I'm like, oh, I'm so spiritual, I'll put a thumbs down or a negative comment. You're not spiritual at all. It's just not for you, that's all. See, I can't help it. What comes out, what comes out. Please give me time to heal. This is about healing my past pain. Time is just a reference point. I keep saying about time. What difference does it make to the negative Nancys if you meet your person's kid in 10 years? What difference does it make? What difference does it make if you get married in 10 years? What difference does it make if they live with you in 10 years? What difference? Explain it. Put it in the comments. What difference? If you're happy and you're doing things with your person, what does that do? Make you extra happy because you got married? It makes you extra what? I feel so connected with my connection. That's just an extra, that's just a cherry on the cake. I have the cake, David. That's what you got to kind to do it. This is about healing and to do with time. I may act strong, but I'm not. This is about you both getting into your masculine. I've already said that. Particularly the feminine need to get into the masculine. This one keeps coming out. Please, please can we start over? I said this energy is about the twin flame connection, start over. And I was going to do talk video to mission, but I said it's like literally one sentence. This is a start over of the twin flame connection, trying to get you both onto the path. I miss you so much it scares me. That is the intention of the pull, because when you're like, fuck off, he's just staying over there, she's just staying over there, they pull you back in so that you start missing your person. It's a thought form, like I said, to do with the equation, the science, the quantum physics. I've got about that. If you keep thinking about your person, check out this one in the playlist, why that happens. I hate how long it's been since I've seen you. So you're avoiding your person, are you? You're trying to, but the pull's coming back. It's a wake-up call, right? Not your person. Don't worry about them. All you have to do is focus on you. That is the star. Tell me, you say you're starseed, lightworker, twin flame. Since when is it focus on what your person's doing as a light being? If someone said to you, are you spiritual? You go, yeah. And then I'll say to you, well, why are you so focused on getting married to someone and this person, what they're doing? You're spiritual. Shouldn't you be sitting cross-legged on a mountain like Buddha and doing your own shit? Right? It's a contradiction. Anyway, book someone in the community. Check out the website. It's got tons of stuff on there as well. Check out the Facebook. I'm going to do a couple of extra posts in there. Speak to you later.